On a warm Friday evening in Nashville, Tennessee, David and Amanda Richardson sat on their porch, sipping iced tea, while the glow of the setting sun washed over their quiet, suburban street. At 42 and 40, they weren't the type to stay out late anymore. Their weekends usually meant takeout, a good movie, and the occasional board game night with close friends. But tonight was different. Earlier that week, Amanda had received a text from a younger couple she had recently met at a neighborhood community event. Their names were Ethan and Lily Parker, newly married and in their late 20s. The Parkers had just moved from Chicago, hoping for a slower pace of life in Tennessee. They were friendly, curious, and eager to meet people in their new community. "David," Amanda said, looking up from her phone, "Lily just texted me. She and Ethan invited us over tonight. They want to host a game night." David raised an eyebrow, setting down his glass. "A younger couple inviting us over on a Friday night? Sounds like they don't know what old folks like us do at this hour, fall asleep by 9. Amanda laughed, nudging him. "We're not that old. Come on, it could be fun. They're new here. You remember how lonely it felt when we first moved to Nashville." David smiled. He admired Amanda's warm heart and her eagerness to make others feel at home. "All right," he said, standing. "But if they want to play some complicated millennial card game with 20 rules, I'm out." By 7 o'clock, they were pulling up to the Parkers' cozy townhouse. Lily greeted them at the door, her face lighting up with genuine excitement. Her short blonde hair framed her face as she waved them in. Ethan appeared moments later, holding a tray of sparkling water and chips. Come in," Ethan said warmly. "We're so glad you made it." Their living room was decorated with a mix of modern and rustic touches, and music played softly in the background. It felt inviting, a space meant for laughter and conversation. The evening started simply enough with pizza and casual chatter. The Parkers asked about the best coffee shops in town, the hidden local restaurants, and what life was like outside the busy rush of Chicago. David found himself opening up more than expected, telling stories of the family's camping trips in the Smoky Mountains and the time Amanda accidentally joined the wrong hiking group and spent an hour chatting with strangers before realizing her mistake. Lily laughed so hard she nearly dropped her drink. "Amanda, that sounds exactly like something I would do," she said, wiping tears from her eyes. After dinner, Ethan pulled out a stack of board games. "We weren't sure what you'd like, so we brought options, classic Monopoly, Codenames, or even Jenga if we just want something silly." "Monopoly?" David groaned playfully. "That game ruins friendships." "Exactly," Amanda teased. "Perfect for making new friends." They settled on Codenames, forming teams of younger versus older, which quickly turned into a night of inside jokes, laughter, and good-natured competition. Ethan was surprisingly competitive, while Lily couldn't stop giggling at the random words she associated together. Amanda and David discovered that their years of marriage gave them an advantage. They could practically read each other's minds. At one point, David gave Amanda the clue summer, and without hesitation, she pointed to beach and vacation. "How?" Lily exclaimed, shaking her head in disbelief. "You two are unstoppable." Amanda grinned, leaning back in her chair. "That's what 20 years of marriage will do." As the night went on, the competition gave way to deeper conversation. They shared stories about their childhoods, their dreams, and even their fears. Ethan admitted he was nervous about starting over in a new city, leaving behind all his family and friends. Lily spoke about wanting to open her own art studio one day. David and Amanda listened, offering encouragement. Amanda told them about the time she and David moved across the country for his job, how difficult it was at first, but how rewarding it became when they found their people. "You've already got us now," Amanda said warmly. "You're not alone here." By 10 o'clock, the board games were forgotten, and the four of them sat on the floor in the living room surrounded by empty pizza boxes and half-finished drinks. They laughed until their stomachs hurt, shared favorite songs from their playlists, and even sang along to a few. When Ethan strummed his guitar and Lily joined in with a sweet, clear voice, David and Amanda sat in awe. It was like stumbling into a private concert. "You two are seriously talented," Amanda said. "You should perform at one of the local open mic nights." Ethan shrugged shyly. Maybe one day. For now, this is just for fun. By midnight, no one wanted the night to end. It felt like they had known each other for years, not just a few weeks. As they said their goodbyes, Lily hugged Amanda tightly. Thank you for coming. Tonight meant so much to us. Same here, Amanda replied, smiling. Let's make this a regular thing. Walking back to their car, David slipped his arm around Amanda. Well, I guess staying up past midnight wasn't so bad after all. Amanda leaned against him.
See?
Sometimes the younger crowd can teach us old folks a thing or two. David chuckled. About board games and pizza?
Sure.
But I'd say we taught them something, too. She looked at him curiously. Oh yeah? What's that? He grinned. That marriage doesn't kill your ability to have fun. It makes it better. They laughed together as they drove home under the quiet Tennessee sky, grateful for the unexpected friendship that had sparked that evening. And that was only the beginning. Over the next few months, their bond with Ethan and Lily deepened. They went hiking together, hosted backyard barbecues, and even planned a weekend trip to the mountains. Each adventure brought new memories, more laughter, and a reminder that sometimes the best nights aren't planned or perfect, they're simply shared. For David and Amanda, what started as a simple game night turned into something far more lasting, a friendship that bridged generations, filled with warmth, laughter, and the promise of many more fun nights ahead.